Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to another build tutorial. Today we are building the Windmill from the Optimistic Survival series. If you've been watching that series, we built this a few episodes ago. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and as I said, I would make a tutorial out of it. So that's what we are going to do today. The exact counts of the materials are in the description if you are playing in survival. Otherwise, here are the materials that you will need. Again, they are listed down below. And without further ado, let's get started with this build. So we are going to start with our stripped spruce logs, and I'm going to start with this corner right here. So you can orient it accordingly, starting with that pillar. Place 1, 2, 3, 4 in that corner like that, and then leave a 4-block gap going to the left. 4 more pillars just like that, and then we are going to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap, and then we are going to go diagonally by 1. So it's offset just like this, and we have these 5 blocks basically right here, that diagonal on that last one. And then leave a 3-block gap, same thing again. On this side we are going to leave a 9-block gap. I take that back, a 7-block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and place another pillar. Leave a 3-block gap and another pillar, and then we are just going to mirror it on this side, or to make things a little easier, go to that first pillar, leave a 5-block gap, just like that, place 1 pillar, and then a 4-block gap and place another pillar. So these 4 right here are 4 blocks tall, and then this more of a rectangle shape over here, these pillars are 5 blocks tall. So that is about how that looks. Again, that is a 7-block gap right there, 3-block gap, and then over here a 4-block gap and a 5-block gap, and then we have that 4-block gap with the diagonal right there. Next, take out our stone. We are going to do the walls, and we are going to place these on the insides of each of these corners, just like this. Same thing over here, the inside of those pillars. And we are going to fill in between those. When we get to this little L shape right here, we are actually going to extend it 1 additional stone so that it is flat up against those pillars, and then we can connect those walls just like this. Same thing over here on this side, so it should look about like this. And then we can fill in the walls normally right here. Now, like many of my builds, I have textured and detailed this, but I'm just going to start with stone, and then you can go back and add the extra texture if you would like, using cobblestone and tuff, andesite, mossy blocks, things like that, just to add a little more detail. But again, sticking with stone for now. So extend the insides of the stone, all of the blocks next to those pillars, up to match the height, just like this. So it should look about like that. Here we are going to fill in this wall at the end, and then we are going to have windows everywhere else, except we are going to have them 2 blocks off of the ground like this. And we can fill in with planks, bamboo planks, or birch if you're not in 1.20, but we will do that a little bit later. Same thing right here, another window, 2 blocks by 2 blocks. Over here on the front or the back, once again, 2 blocks by 2 blocks. And right here, we will have our door, so we can just leave that open, 2 blocks wide, 3 blocks tall. On this larger side right here, no windows, we can just go ahead and fill in with the stone on all sides. So it should look about like this. If you want, we can go ahead and connect the stone all the way around on the top as well. So it is now all the same height. We have 3 windows and 1 slot for a door. And let's go ahead and do the chimney while we are at it, so we can actually rack these middle stone blocks right here at the bottom, and we can do that all the way to the top if we want. And then we will replace that with brick lined up with the stone, and then we will extend it out by 2 additional blocks just like this, and we can build this up to the height of those bricks. Alright, let's go ahead and work on the roof over this section right here. Take out your spruce stairs and place right side up stairs on each of these pillars right here. And on the inside ones, we can go ahead and extend that out by one additional stair like this. So we have this 3-block gap right here. And let's go ahead and fill in between those stairs. And now using either spruce slabs or full planks, I'm going to go ahead and grab some full planks. We can go ahead and go to either end and place a plank just like this. Stairs on top of those, and then upside down stairs, planks, and right side up stairs. Right here though, we are just going to leave that empty because of the chimney. But we can place an upside down stair underneath that block. We can do the same thing on this side, so we will place an upside down stair, a block, and a right side up stair, leaving the middle 3 empty. We can even fill that in with bricks now if we want. And then we will do the same pattern here on this side. So a full block of planks, upside down stair, right side up stair on top of the planks, and then an upside down stair, full block, right side up stair, and then we can do an upside down stair and a right side up, just like this. Actually, let's go ahead and place a full block of planks in between those stairs and a slab on top, just like that. For the chimney, we are going to place 4 more rows of bricks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So that's 4 blocks above the roof. And now with your bamboo or birch, whatever you are using, we can go ahead and fill in between all of the spruce and the chimney, following that same pattern with the stairs and the blocks, and at the top, some slabs. So with that roof complete, it should look like this. So far, nothing too complex. Now we are going to step it up just a little bit, but it shouldn't be all that difficult to follow. On these 4 spruce pillars that we have on these corners, we are going to place upside down spruce stairs on all 4 sides of those pillars. And of course on these 2, we can only do them on 3 sides, but that's okay. We are also going to extend those stairs going in by 1 on either side, and then turn them until they are lined up with those right side up stairs. So it should look like this. Here in these corners, I'm going to use stone as a placeholder. Whatever you have, dirt could work, anything, wool, whatever you have. Just put a placeholder on those outer 4 corners, and then grab some stripped spruce logs once again, and go ahead and build these up on that placeholder block 4 tall. So that should look like that. We can get rid of those placeholder blocks. And same thing as before with the upside down stairs, except this time we are only placing them on the insides. So we are not going to do them on the outer 2 sides of the pillars, only on the insides. So that should look like this. And we will also do the same pattern with right side up stairs on the bottom. And once you have done that, we should have these 4 pillars with right side up and upside down stairs, 2 logs in between those, and of course 2 on the outsides of those stairs. In between these stairs, we are going to place spruce slabs. So on the right side up stairs, they will be on the lower half of the block. On the upside down stairs, it will be on the upper half. Do this on all sides. Actually, I take that back. Don't do slabs on the lower half on the side with this roof. We are going to have a little walkway here. It's going to be a floor, so we don't want slabs there. Now take out your white wool and fill in on the inside of all of those stairs and slabs, and we can go ahead and do this on all 4 sides. So we should have this white wool box that looks like this, 3 blocks wide on the inside by 7 blocks wide. But now we can go ahead and carve out some windows. So right here on the front, find that middle block and wreck a window on either side of it. On the side, go 2 blocks in, actually 3 blocks in. On that 4th block, go ahead and wreck a window. Same thing on this side, 3 blocks in. So we have 1 single pillar here in the middle. On this side, same thing as the front, just 2 windows like this. And on these sides, go 1 block in and go ahead and wreck a window like that. And then right here in the middle, we can wreck those middle 3 blocks. That is where the floor and the door is going to be. With our remaining white wool, we can come up to the top of this and place an additional row of 5 going across, 3 on top of that, and 1 more in the middle to make this triangle shape. Same thing over here on this side, 5, 3, and 1, just like that. So now we can go ahead and work on the rest of the roof, which is actually fairly simple. We are going to start with a right side up spruce log, just like this, and we will place these going sideways from either side of that, and we can go ahead and make that one sideways as well. So we have this sideways log that goes all the way across, but it doesn't go over like that. It doesn't hang over. It just stays right on top of that. So I believe that is 11 in length. Yes, 11 in length, just like that. Let's go ahead and take out our spruce stairs, and we are going to place the stairs on the sides of the logs that we just placed down. Nothing to it, it should just look like that, and we are just going to extend this triangle up to the top, until we reach the middle. And I'm realizing we missed a couple pockets of wool. We will fill those in here in a second. When you reach the middle, upside down, and a right side up stair, just like this. Let's go ahead and fill in these gaps with our white wool. And we can do the same thing on that side as well. And we are just going to match it. So upside down, right side up, upside down, and right side up. Over here, we have a right side up, upside down, up, down, and up. Again, in the middle, upside down stair, right side up stair on top of it. And then we are just going to fill in between these stairs with our bamboo stairs, birch stairs, again, whatever floats your boat. Slabs across the middle, just like this, on the lower half. And when you are finished, it should look about like this. So right now we have a pretty neat looking house, but we still have to add in the windmill blades and do a little bit more work on this roof right here. On this top spruce stair, we are going to extend that in by 2 on either side. And that top slab we will also extend going in. Let's go ahead and fill in underneath with some full spruce planks, just like this. And this little 3 block gap that we have, we can replace that with spruce planks as well. So it should look like this. It should be kind of flat with our wall there. Take out whatever slab you would like to use for the upstairs floor. I will be using dark oak slabs. Do keep in mind that this will also be the ceiling for the first floor. We are going to fill this in on the upper half of those stone blocks, going all the way around. Same thing over here on this side, and we can fill in under the white wool as well. Don't worry about the stone because this stone is exposed from the outside, so we are just going to leave that as is. But from down below, you can see that is our ceiling. We can also fill in this floor down here with dark oak planks as well, or again, whatever floor you would like to use. So we have our floor in place and we have our ceiling in place. We are just about there. Come up to the front where the door is, and right here in this middle wool block, go ahead and take that out. We will have a window there. And let's go ahead and do the windmill blades now. So smooth stone and oak fence for this. Find that middle wool block, place 1, 2, and 3 smooth stone slabs just like that. And then on all sides of the third block, we are going to place 1 fence on each side and extend it for a total of 6. So we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fences, 6 in total on all 4 sides. So it should look like this. And now for the blades, we are going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are only going to do it on one side. And then keep in mind the rotation. So on this bottom one, it's going to be opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. On this one, it's going to be on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're leaving that fence that connects to the smooth stone alone. And we have our windmill blades put in place now. So the build itself is finished. We just have to add a little bit of detailing, as you can see. So I have our next set of resources here. We are going to start with the roof right outside the chimney, where we are storing our firewood, of course. On top of these 3 bricks that we have right here, place a row of birch slabs, and then extend that down by 1. On the sides of it, place some spruce slabs just like this, and then extend that down 1 more diagonally and extend it across like so. On the corners of those slabs, place spruce fence and extend those all the way to the ground. In between them, we can place some spruce fence gates just like this. And let's actually go ahead and replace these slabs right here with some right side up spruce stairs, just to make that flow into the chimney a little bit better. We can fill in all of the windows with our planks, the fences, I should say, that match the planks of the roof. Again, bamboo or birch or something else, it doesn't matter. I just like the bamboo because it looks like a thatched roof with hay, even though there actually is hay. There's no hay stairs, so we kind of have to make do with what we have. But there we go, all of the windows are in place, except for this top one right here in the middle. That is going to be a glass block and an oak trapdoor shut on it. At the bottom of all of these spruce logs, we can place some right side up spruce stairs, just like this. And we aren't going to do that in front of the door or by the chimney. We are just going to leave that as they are. Right here, though, we can go ahead and do that once again. So it should look like this, and then we can take some spruce trapdoors and place those on either side and go ahead and shut them. We can also do that underneath these upper stairs and underneath the logs in the corners like this. You may have also noticed that we have some exposed wool. Wherever we have that, we can place some spruce slabs to cover that up, just like that, and that takes care of that. Again, we can fill in those trapdoors now, and actually go ahead and take them off of the upper stairs. I think it has a much cleaner look if we only have those on the bottom. Also, I was wrong about these slabs. These are trapdoors instead, but if you are playing in survival and you don't have all of these resources, slabs may be a cheaper alternative to those trapdoors. And the last little non-fine detail portion of this is going to be the top of the chimney. We are going to place some upside down stairs facing the middle and a slab in the middle of that. So you'll have to place some placeholder blocks down, but that is how that looks. So now you have a finished build. Well, almost. Let's go up here and place a spruce fence gate on that middle stone. Same thing right here. And fences on either side of it. And then right here where we have this open gap, we can take some of our stone and fill that in so that we have a 2-block tall door. And then right here we are actually going to just use wool above that door so that looks like that. Now it is a finished build, so we can work on some other details. I'm using spruce doors, and then we can also take out some stone slabs. We can also grab some brick stairs and some granite stairs, as well as full blocks of granite. And here on the porch, we will extend the stone out by 1, place some slabs, and some spruce doors just like this. Actually, let's place them from the inside. There we go. And we can actually put some stone on top of those doors like that. Over here at the chimney, we can sprinkle in some granite for some added detail. maybe some stairs as well, just to make it look like the chimney has aged a little bit. Excellent, there we go. For the firewood, take a campfire and take a shovel. And we are going to place 3 campfires on top of each other, extinguish all of them with a shovel, and then take 2 oak trapdoors and place those on the bottom 2 campfires. Go ahead and shut them, and then we have that 3rd campfire exposed for our logs. And then I'm just going to show you how I did the interior on this. I'm not actually going to do a full tutorial for it because it would take just as long as the build itself, but we can step in and have a look at what I have done. I packed a lot into this small space and I'm happy with how it turned out. Over here, the fireplace, I just did the bricks in line with the stone walls, some bookshelves over that. Of course, use a campfire or turn off fire spread because we have a lot of wood and wool in this build. And then over here, just a little kitchen area, a backwards skull to represent, I don't know, maybe a toaster or something. And then the furnace and lanterns wherever I could fit them. For the staircase, I just used spruce here in the corner and made it work. Of course, it comes right up in the middle of the floor, but that's not a huge issue. This workstation right here, and then these stairs continue up one more level to a little bedroom right up here with an empty flower pot, I just realized. A couple chests in here, and of course these are slabs, so we can open that up, or stairs actually. So we can open that up, and then right out here, another bedroom right across the hallway, the outdoor hallway, with the fireplace once again. And that is the finished windmill. As for detail, I sprinkled in some white concrete powder with the wool. It's hardly noticeable, it's very subtle, but I think it adds quite a bit to the build. And then right down here, of course, cobblestone, andesite, stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, mossy cobblestone, and tuff, all sprinkled throughout in a pretty even distribution to give us a very nice texture on that lower wall. I did a gravel path going around to the front, some leaves growing up the side of the house, and then I just bone mealed all around, did some azalea in between all of the stairs, and that is the finished build. So I really hope this was easy to follow. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely hit that thumbs up button, and be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.